Hey Capricorn, I hope you guys are doing great today. Welcome to your general messages for the week of October 10th. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Guys, I'm going to be doing relationship, starting off with a little astrology, going into relationship, and then doing career separately, okay? Can't promise you that I'm going to be able to do this every week like this, but I am going to be doing it this week. Probably not next week because I am giving my students the midterms and I'm going to be very busy with that. But so if you're not interested in any of the astrology, any relationship stuffs, just pop into the description box below and you could just pop forward to career. I hope you guys are doing great today. So let's see what we can come up with the crowning message. This crowning is going to be specifically for your relationship sector. Okay, we're going to be pulling separate for career. Okay, we have Hex. Ooh, be still and allow the enemy to reveal themselves. I know these cards are dark, but they're actually really beautiful. So I'm going to go really close. If you could see, you see this is a woman's face and she has this kind of like mask on. And this really is calling for you to don't underestimate the impact that you're making right now in something to do with relationship. You know, if you sense some sort of resistance or you're feeling kind of anxious or angry or frustrated in the face of it, don't succumb to feeling powerless in any way, because actually the opposite is true for you right now. You know, this is about you holding your head high, your demeanor calm, and you know, you can even see like she's very contemplative. She's very sort of focusing on seeing and feeling everything and being very, very well informed, which I like. So you want to be, the message here is be on guard, right? Guard your heart. Normally I don't like to say this, but be alert and guard your heart right now, right? Guard your opinions. Mask your feelings. Usually I'm like, take your mask off, but I don't know, Capricorn. I mean, this is a very unique vibe I'm getting here. Resist the urge, though, to lash out and attack. You want to stand strong and silent and kind of allow whatever's going on here to reveal itself. I mean, this is called like the enemy, but you know, whatever that is. Because it's time to hope somebody needs to be held accountable here in this dynamic. So let's see how it rolls out for those of you who are single, right? Because this is going to be for single partnered or in like a complicated situation. But you have to remember something here with this energy. When you point your finger, there are three pointing right back at you. So before you judge others and take some sort of like punitive action that may be very well founded, but before you do anything like that, you want to consider how you appear reflected in their eyes, you know, their mirror. Because if you're brave enough to face them, are you brave enough to really face yourself first and really be very honest with yourself about some sort of situation that's going on within relationship? So it really is what's being called here. Very interesting. So I think we will do the light seer to get our relationship messages. Okay. So we have a couple of things going on. We do have on October 12th, we have the Jupiter sextile and Neptune. I like this one. This is the third go of this Jupiter sextile Neptune transit. The first one was in February. The next one was in July. Now this is the third one. It's the last one we're going to be dealing with. I like this. You know, it's a longer term aspect. It's idealistic humanitarian goals or impulses kind of come to the forefront right now. Making connections with people from different backgrounds, different cultures, just reaching out to people who maybe are a little differently, maybe think differently than you or are different from you, could show up here, right? Because Jupiter rules Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is all about foreign cultures, foreign land. But it's sextile, which is a softening energy. And Neptune rules, keep in mind, Neptune rules Pisces. It's all about our dream space and all of that. So you guys could just be very focused on formulating what it is that you really want as far as your goals. And I feel like this too, because we do have Mercury going retrograde on October 13th in Scorpio. And it's happening for you guys. It's happening in your 11th house of goals and wishes. So lots of stuff is going to be getting dug up. It also is where our friends hang out. So issues could be getting dug up, having to do with your friends, having to do with the way you saw your life rolling out up to this point and where you see yourself going, right? Like your long-term goals and wishes. To have Mercury retrograde in Scorpio, it's like, what do you need to look at? What needs transformation? That's really what it is. And making you look at that right now. But then towards the end of this period on the 16th, we do have the new moon in Libra in the I like this because it's going to be like a very 11th house energy, very much about these goals and wishes, right? And it's a 4-degree conjunction with the sun, which basically means that the sun is going to be shining a lot of bright light on our emotions when it comes to wanting to heal our relationships, heal our goals, heal things, right? We're going to want we're going to want fairness. We're going to want to get into our feels and, and have something. We're going to feel very fair-minded. We're going to want to communicate. We're all going to be in a much better space of being able to be fair with each other, which is great. But I don't want you to get too hung up on, because I do know a lot of people are like, oh, moon in Libra, Libra's fair, Libra's balance, all of that stuff. But we have to keep in mind that there is a tense configuration here, since it's going to be opposite retrograde Mars, which is going to be squaring Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn. And all of that, right, that stellium's been going on in your first house of self. Not that I have to tell you that, right? But so there is going to be some tension there. So, and this lunation is going to be forming a trine with the North Node, suggesting that we all really need to learn and grow from some sort of situation, some sort of block, some sort of challenge that we've been experiencing. So we're all going to be feeling that, right? But now at the same time, Venus, which is the ruler of Libra, is going to be opposing Neptune, right? So we have to be careful here, because Neptune, what do I say about Neptune? Neptune is like trying to look at reality through a thick, murky fog, right? You can kind of see what's there, but not really. A thick window. So what it can end up happening here is we can end up battling over overblown expectations, overblown desires, overblown, right? Because that's typically what Neptune is. It's like overblown. We idealize something. Something is way too idealized. So we just have to be careful of that. That's just sort of like in general. So let's see what we have. So we're pulling a past, present, near future, final outcome. And I'm pulling 4 for each space because I've been liking the messages that I get. I feel like I get fuller messages. I know I give longer readings, but I think Capricorn, I think you guys like that. You smart little Cappy heads that you have. You don't mind the extra messages because, I don't know, it's like what I feel called to do. Anyway, so we have the Knight of Cups working with the Star Energy, working with the Page of Cups, working with the Ten of Cups. So Knight of Cups tells me Prince Charming, Princess Charming, meeting somebody that you very much resonated with. Some sort of proposal. So, somebody asking you, this could be something as simple as you met somebody new in the past. Do you want to go out? Somebody could have been proposing, do you want to move in together? Do you want to get married? Do you want to have a baby? Do you want to move to that next level? There's some sort of proposal having to do with the heart space. And then we have the Star, and the Star is about renewal and hope and inner clarity and having faith and being in the spotlight, right? But the Star is Aquarius, and Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, which is about the future. So I feel like very focused on the future, while trying to keep one foot in the present, of course, because you guys are Capricorn, but, allowing yourself to go there to think about the future. Now, I do have to say, some of you may have met this person online, because the Star Energy is Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus rules technology. Follow that. So the actual communication we have online is Gemini, but Uranus does rule actual technology. Because we have this page coming in offering this thing, it could have been happening on the internet as well. All right. So let's go to this page, right? We had that beautiful Knight energy. Now we have this page energy, Page of Cups. This is a new love. So this is a new offering. Page also can indicate a new cycle in something. So some of you may have been meeting somebody new, may be wanting to meet somebody new, where if having to do with the Knight of Cups energy and the Star, you're very much in the space of feeling like, when it comes to relationship, you feeling like you're ready. You feeling like you're ready for some sort of renewed hope. You've gained this inner clarity that you're ready to meet somebody, and it looks like you did meet somebody, and your mind is very focused on having this total love, total support, family contentment. Wow, I mean, some of you have met somebody, either you're very in the mindset in the recent past, if you're not with somebody now, or you meeting somebody new, or again, remember now, when we have the page can indicate a new cycle. It's not an ace. It's a page. So pages are young, page is the baby of the court, right? So it could be a new cycle and something where maybe that could look like there could be reconnection. Or if things have been in a very challenging space in your relationship, you guys sort of finding each other again, it being that kind of thing. It really is. This is what I'm seeing happen. So you're going to know going into this reading if you resonate with that, where there was somebody that you identified as having a future with, there being healing, there being this lots of love, lots of romance. There's lots of emotion here. Now the current situation, we have the Wheel working with the Four of Pentacles, working with the Seven of Pentacles, working with the Three of Wands. Very interesting, because I feel like with the wheel is very good. This is a very fortunate energy. It's good fortune, right? But it's a turning point. And it's also indicative of the need to gamble something. Take a chance, not make a chance. Take a chance. It's a Jupiter energy. Jupiter is all about luck and expansion. So taking a chance. Now this is the thing I do want to say. If you're meeting somebody new, this is great. This is very beautiful energy. If you're getting back and reconnecting with somebody who you were with and the bones of the relationship were good, I always say this, it's good. If they weren't good, it's not good. You don't have to get back with anybody. You could sit this one out. I always say this with the Wheel and with the Six of Cups. I will always say, if it was a toxic, nasty, bad-boned relationship where they were a narcissist, they were cheating on you, they were doing bad things, I know some of you have just had some of the most challenging experiences. Leave them in the rearview mirror. No going back to that. You're an energetic being. You're not a puppet. But for those of you meeting somebody new, this looks good. Reconnecting, if the bones were good, maybe the communication stunk or lots of misunderstandings, too much filling in the blanks. Sometimes we tend to do that in relationships. The Wheel's a beautiful energy for you. We have that working with the Four of Pentacles. Very interesting, because this is about self-protection. When we're talking about relationship, Pentacle energy, it can mean money. I mean, maybe an issue here is that somebody was a bit miserly, right? Because this can indicate greed. This can indicate a desire for long-term security. But it could also indicate being very protective of oneself. So however it resonates with you, because this is a general message. But that's where I see you being. So you're very focused on building something. So somebody was... Capricorn, somebody is beckoning you forth. It's the best way to say it. Because the Three of Wands, notice her back is to the past. She's focused on the future. Somebody is calling her to the future, though. Somebody is kind of, again, gender's not specific, man, woman, whatever. But there's this idea of what you have to offer, the amazing that you are, is very evident to somebody who wants to have a future with you. This really is a teamwork energy, and it's a teamwork to the point of being able to expand the relationship. When we're talking about expanding relationship, right? This is a Sun in Aries energy. The Sun, you want to think about a toolbox. The Sun gives you all the tools in your toolbox you need to go on this new path with a fresh perspective to get things going. That's what the Three of Wands is. You're going to be doing a lot of hard work here, or dealing with somebody who is very hardworking, right? Seven of Pentacles is a very patient energy. It is hardworking. It's delayed success, though, and it's a waiting. So some of you, quite literally, could be in this space of trying to work out a relationship and being very patient with it. Others of you, maybe you met somebody. You're a little self-protective. Maybe you've been through a little something in the past. Maybe. This person is definitely showing interest, Three of Wands energy, but there's a little bit of a delay. Things are not moving forward in the way that you would like. All right. And that can be definitely be a frustrating energy. For those of you who are in commitment and in connection already, this could indicate you guys coming out of a cycle where this new cycle is starting, but for some reason you're feeling the need to protect yourself. You're feeling the need. And for some of you who've been in a long-term relationship, you may be in this space where you're very focused on the idea of teamwork and the idea of expansion. And you putting all of this hard work into the relationship, are they on the same page with you? So, these are some big questions that you need to really think about. Or are you doing most of the work? In the near future, we have the Ace of Wands working with the Five of Cups, working with the Four of Wands, working with the Five of Swords. Ooh, okay, so we have mixed emotions going on here for sure, right? I mean, the Ace of Wands is feeling very inspired, very motivated, very attractive, very passionate about moving forward in something. So this could be, you guys trying to work it out and you're feeling really excited about it. For others of you, you're feeling really excited about that you met somebody new. Here, you're being very patient. You're putting your ducks in a row right now, right? And then in your future, you're meeting this person. But then it's working with the Five of Cups energy. And the Five of Cups is this energy of regret and grief and feeling abandoned and feeling unloved. So it's like the Ace, and then we have the Five. So that tells me that, Capricorn, I'm sorry, but I don't feel like you're healed from something from your past. I feel like you're definitely trying to move out of something. You're trying to be patient with yourself. You really, really are. But it's like this energy, this investment that you had in somebody else or a different situation that ended up falling apart, put you in this space of feeling this grief and this level of abandonment that ends up creating a significant amount of struggle in your mind. And I mean, because we have the Five of Swords, this is a bullying energy, this is a thievery energy, this is an explosive kind of argument for some of you. For others of you, this is an explosive argument within yourself. Really just trying to figure out, what do you want, and how could you make it happen, and how could you make yourself feel better? It's almost like a trying to get out of your own way energy. For some of you, for others of you, this could certainly be dealing with somebody very toxic, somebody who's quite the bully, who doesn't, when we have theft and we have thievery with sword energy, to me, I always say, ooh, that's gaslighting, deflection, narcissistic ways of communicating, not good. It is a minor arcana. It doesn't mean the end of the world. Doesn't mean they have narcissistic personality disorder. It just seems like there's a big argument here. And the thing is, whenever we have the Five of Swords, no one's winning. No one's winning. You could keep yelling. They could keep yelling. No one is going to hear anyone past a certain point. The most that you could do is accept whatever's gone on and handle something gracefully and just leave it alone for a bit. Again, minor arcana. It's not a major arcana, but not a good energy. It's like very much a blow-up energy. But then look at this. We have this working with the Four of Wands, which is the Four of Wands is all about, being with your friends, kind of trying to celebrate. So some of you may be just like in this space of feeling really sad about a relationship, very focused on moving forward in something, hanging out with your people for a bit. Your friends, your family, whatever it is, and really trying to maintain that. Others of you, you're feeling very, very sad still about a relationship, something that didn't work out. Let's just say that. It doesn't have to be anything more or less than that, whatever that means to you. And you very much trying to move forward and feel passion and establish some sort of new foundation with a new energy that you're meeting. As the Four of Wands can be understood also as like the honeymoon energy of, okay, let's do this. Let's try to give this relationship a go. So for some of you, you are going to be doing that. For others of you, you're going to be focusing on healing. You're going to know how it resonates because everyone's situation is a little different. But as the final outcome, we have the Queen of Cups working with the Ten of Wands, working with the Two of Wands, working with the Queen of Pentacles. All right, Queen of Cups is just, straight up understanding what you need to feel just nurtured, supported, secure, safe. It's a nice energy. This is a healing energy. So this could be you right now. This could be an energy that you're dealing with or meeting, or this could be the general energetic influence because it's a core card. It's Queen. So Queen could always, be any of those things. But I think it's just important to understand that you're getting in touch with the bottom line for yourself as far as what it is that you need, because Gemini and Cancer, Gemini is that communication, Cancer is that fourth house of home. What do you need to feel at home in something and grounded and rooted and safe, Ten of Wands. It's a lot of stress, a lot of burdens going on in the idea of relationship. You've been through a lot. Ten of Wands doesn't happen overnight. Ten of Wands is built over time. It's burdensome. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's stressful. It's exhausting. It's this mental weight hanging on you. At the same time, you're very busy out in the 3D and you're trying to manage it all and you just can't. You just can't. You have to put the wands down. You can't carry them anymore because you can't even see your next step. So that's the problem here, right? So we have the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is about waiting for something. And you're needing to make a choice. So you're waiting to hear from somebody, Capricorn? Are you waiting to hear from that person? Are you waiting to hear from your ex? What are you waiting to hear from? Are you waiting to hear that you got a job that's going to maybe help you move away and transition away from something? But there's a waiting here. And with this waiting comes the need to make a choice. You're going to need to make a choice. And then we have that working with the Queen of Pentacles. So here, this shows me you being a Capricorn, right? It's very resourceful. But the thing is with the Queen of Pentacles, there's this, first of all, for those of you who don't want to get pregnant, please be careful if you guys are sexually active, because this is one of the few cards that indicate a very fertile energy. Some of you may just be focusing on your home, focusing on doing you, being you, your job, your home, what you want, need, and desire right for you. And some of you just may be, but in the space of waiting, definitely recognizing what it is that you need in order to feel that sense of grounded. But we have this waiting. We have this waiting. And the thing is, I'm feeling like try not to be the one to go after something. Remember the hex. Careful. Guide yourself. Guide yourself. Guard yourself. Guard yourself. Guard yourself. Guard your opinions. Guard what it is that because something about this energy, you need to guard yourself. Seeing you reminds me of things I know deep down, but that I struggle to deal with. Seeing you reminds me of things I know deep down, but that I struggle to deal with. Okay, Capricorn, I mean, that could be you to someone to you. There's definitely two energies here. There's a you and a me. I messed up big time. Really now? Okay, so Capricorn, let them reveal themselves. Let them tell you that they messed up big time. Let's focus on healing together. You are not good for me, yet I yearn for you constantly. I need to think about this. Ooh. Okay. Again, either you to them or them to you. But it does seem like somebody is like, I always call it like that residue on the soul. That person that just won't leave your energy alone. Hammer, sabotage, rebuilding, interrogation, repetitive, persistent, working on it. Sabotage, rebuild, question, rebuild, sabotage, working on it. It's a hamster cycle here. Love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. That's what I was talking about with the crowning energy. Exactly. Seduction, attraction, flirting, dating, hooking up, temptation, third-party interference. You're going to know if this is your reading. There is no question. There is no question. There is no question. Right? Sorry, I feel like I need to pull a couple cards on this. Something's coming to light. There's love here. There's been a cycle. There's some sort of remorse. Somebody knows they did not do the right thing. King of Cups. The sexy King of Cups. Look awesome. King of Cups, this is a very tolerant, very empathetic, very supportive. I don't know, Cap, this could be you. Could be somebody that you're meeting. Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is giving and receiving. This is generosity. I have your back, you have mine. Very nice energy. Very tolerant. Two tolerant, nice energies here. we have the Ten of Cups. This is about total support, love, contentment. All right, so I mean, those are really, really positive. Can I pull a couple of cards, please, to see what is leading us to that? Can I get the story in between, please? Get the story in between. Get the story in between. Thank you. Eight of Wands. So somebody contacted somebody. Imbalance was discussed. There's imbalance here somewhere. So the imbalance could be anything from addiction, greed, envy, sexual lust, materialism, obsession, narcissistic tendencies, depression and anxiety, unchecked, untreated. And then we have the Strength card. So the Strength card is about unconditional love, self-respect, self-love, and being very courageous in the face of something that's very challenging. Final outcome here, please. Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a mastering energy. Okay, this is about trying to master what it is that you need to do, master your own emotions, master what's necessary if you want to make this relationship work, or master what's necessary to leave this in the past once and for all. But the Pentacle energy here is mental, physical, emotional connection, and it's about being in control here. Not in a crazy, like, you know, manic way, but it's a very pragmatic energy. It's like, all right, what needs to be done? Is this fixable? Is it not? And it's going to be different for each of you, but that is the story that I see leading up to that. So I see somebody reaching out to somebody. So that is what I have for the heavy relationship read, Capricorn. I don't know. Very emotional. This is going to be an emotional time. Could be very good for some of you, clearly. Maybe a little more challenging for others, but let's pull these cards and get into career. For those of you interested in what's happening with career, if you're not joining us for career, thank you so much for joining me for relationship, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, because some viewers were saying it gets confusing for them when I combine the messages. Of course, it was not a Capricorn who said that. You guys, you know, have the easiest time following the most complex messages I find on my channel. All right, so let's pull a Black Moon card as a crowning for your career. Let's see what's going on. Capricorn friends having to do with career. You guys are rethinking your goals right now, though, big time. Rethinking your goals. There's going to be a softening up to you realizing your updated belief system right now, which is really good energy, I think. Capricorn, we got you. We got you. I use. So, you know, as I always say, I love when we get ourselves as energy. That's great, right? I mean, so you guys are Capricorn, we get Capricorn. It's always great. However, the potential here, I'm just saying the potential, you want to be careful, is that you end up burying yourself in work. You want to be careful not to do that. You want to also have balance, right? But beautiful, you know, 10th house energy. It's you guys. It's you guys. So we're going to use... So I use the Light Seer Tarot for your initial spread. And then I use the Tarot de la Nuit for the qualifiers. And now I'm using the Crystal Visions for your career. The Queen of Cups popped out. Okay. Okay, we got the Chariot. Judgment. Lovers. Ooh, nice amount of... Look at all these major arcanas. What's going on? Capricorn. Hierophant reverse, you little rebel. Are you saying the hell with the establishment and really wanting to go on and do your own thing? That is what it looks like as the near future, but let's see what we have. Okay. We do have a couple of reversals cracking here. All right. So So we have the Queen of Cups energy and the Seven of Cups in the recent past, working with the Chariot and the Five of Swords. So the Queen of Cups is you just getting in touch with what it is that you need to feel, secure and safe in your life. What you need for your home, to feel like you have enough money in the bank, to feel like you have enough money for whatever it is that you need. Seven of Cups, though, could be you're struggling to commit to something full-blown. It's like there are 7 cups in front of you. You know what's in 5. You don't know what's in 2. And because you don't know what's in those 2 cups, you're afraid to fully commit to something. It's like you don't want to take the chance on something. So it can end up being like a situation where you may be in a space like leading into this energy where you had too many choices and you were having a hard time committing to any one thing. So we have this Five of Swords energy, which is, you might have been dealing with somebody unhealthy in the workplace, some sort of bully. There could have been some sort of compromise having to do with money. Maybe you were dealing with a business partner who was very irresponsible, where you ended up realizing that they were siphoning money away. There could have been manipulation, again, having to do with coworkers, colleagues, business partner, whatever it is, but it ended up in this space of there being a blow up, right? I just feel like or at least at the very least, a very heated kind of conversation, and you making the decision to leave. Even if you didn't leave yet, you are making the decision to leave, because the Chariot is just that. It's action and change, and it's a journey in a new direction away from something that hasn't been working for you, that has not given you that feeling of a strong foundation, feeling like you could feel really grounded and rooted and comfortable and confident in where you are. You weren't feeling that. This doesn't mean you didn't like your job, but this could have been completely about the work environment, the people, whatever. It's going to be something different for each of you. But this is making the decision to leave. The Chariot is connected to the Cancer energy, and Cancer is that 4th house of home. Stability, security, what we need, right, in that home space. So coming into this energy, we have the Judgment energy working with the 2 of Cups reverse, working with the Lovers, working with the 8 of Cups reverse. So the 2 of Cups reverse, this is about an argument, right? This is about disinterest as well. If you didn't have an argument, if you were like maybe in a business partnership, or in some sort of, if your day-to-day work environment had a lot of other people in it, there's some sort of disagreement, some sort of argument that went on. Could have been, though, as far as a business partnership breaking up, or there being a dismantling of a business, or some sort of something to that extent. And we also do have the 8 of Cups energy, and when we have this reverse, this is about fully learning from the past. Fully learning. This could also indicate you going back to something, or somebody coming to you. So let's say, for example, if you have your own business and you fired somebody, you had to let somebody go, them coming back, or you returning to a job that you had at one point, that you left at one point, but you returning to it. You might be in that space right now. So we have this working with the Lover's energy and the Judgment energy. So these are two, like, okay, it's time to make a choice, right? It is. Because the Judgment energy is all about, first of all, clarity, right? And the need to make this final decision. It's this wake-up call. And you're being called to really understand your life purpose when it comes to your work. We have this working with the Lover's energy. And again, this is about the need to make a choice. But now, because the Lovers it's Gemini, it's the twins. So this could have to do with you deciding with a business partner or colleagues or some sort of business connection, some sort of career opportunity, money-making scheme, whatever it is. Or this could simply be you resolving within yourself that, hey, you know what? Things might not be perfect. I get it. That's okay. I'm really ready to put the work in. And you're able to do that with the blessing of Archangel Raphael and the luminary of the sun. So I do like that, because, that working with the Judgment energy, there's healing here. There's clarity more than anything. There's clarity. But I do see you returning to something, or somebody returning to you, some sort of idea, some sort of money-making scheme. Scheme sounds very ominous, right? But you know what I mean, some sort of business opportunity. Okay, and then in the near future, we have the Hierophant energy. So the Hierophant energy in reverse, I'm not mad at this. This is like you having a problem with authority. I'm all about that. This is about you wanting to be very original right now. You're really wanting to be really creative. Capricorn. You just do. The Hierophant in the upright is very traditional, very conventional. This is expected. You need to conform, But in the reverse, it's like, be you, do you, right? And you're feeling very called to do that right now. We have the Five of Cups energy working here, and the Five of Cups is this feeling of loss and regret and feeling abandoned. And again, it's this feeling of lack, of loss, of focusing on what didn't work and not paying attention to what could have worked. So you want to be careful of this energy. You want to always stay solution-oriented and not problem-oriented. And I know you guys know that. I just know you do. But we're all trapped inside the human condition. We all tend to focus on the negative from time to time in a way that maybe doesn't serve us. So if you find yourself doing that, certainly do try to snap yourself out of it, because we have two really good energies here. First of all, Capricorn, I feel like there's some sort of opportunity that's going to be coming to you that really speaks to your heart space, that you're going to be just so excited about. So excited about. You're going to feel very courageous. You're going to be very confident. You're going to feel motivated to move forward. Now, some of you may be meeting a King of Wands energy. A King of Wands energy is a Cancer and Leo energy. So somebody who's really exciting, very motivated about this idea. And the thing is, whatever it is that they're offering you is going to incite a feeling of a strong foundation, because it's Cancer. Strong foundation, roots, groundedness, safety, all that, right? And Leo's like, ooh, let's go. It's a fire energy. Very motivated. So I like it. I see you sort of like busting out and doing a new version of yourself, or at least in your mind, that's where you're allowing yourself to go, which is really, really good. You want to break free from any sort of, previous expectation or anything like that. But at the same time, there is a sense of loss. There is a sense of regret. So maybe it's like with a heavy heart, you're having to get a new business partner. With a heavy heart, you're having to restructure and change your career. Even if you're feeling very positive about ultimately how it's going to go, as it does seem like it's going to go really well, but you have a very heavy heart, which, can understand that. Okay. Now, as the final outcome energies, we have the Eight of Wands. Awesome. So some sort of positive news is coming in. Some sort of positive news that's going to incite almost a frenetic kind of change. So, you got that job, that project got accepted, whatever, right? Fill in the blank, whatever it means to you. Now, we do have the Two of Swords working here in the reverse, which indicates some confusion and indecision. Right? Information overload and the need to make a compromise here. So this information, it's almost like a be careful what you ask for kind of thing. We might be getting a lot of information in at the same time and be in the space of indecision and feeling really confused about something. Yeah, and we have this working with the Ace of Pentacles. So you got to be careful here, because there could be some sort of greed going on here. This could indicate going into debt. This could indicate stressing about money, stressing about some sort of new option and new opportunity. And when we have the Three of Wands in the reverse, this indicates delay. It's really not an end-all thing. It's delay. This could also indicate there being maybe a specific lack of planning, some sort of setback here, something that you didn't see coming. But I don't see it as, I just see this as like a stressful, like annoying kind of thing more than anything. Stressful and annoying more than anything. And I'm kind of getting it, right? Because we're going to have Mercury retrograde for a month in there, right? Well, at least 3 weeks, right? So I feel like you guys have been dealing with that, and then the stellium in the first. So, we still do have them hanging out in very close conjunction. So things are moving forward, but it's almost like a 5 steps forward, 3 steps back kind of thing is what I'm feeling here. Okay, yeah, so we have Taurus. See that? Uranus, big surprises coming in. I feel like that's going to be the Eight of Wands. And then we have the 4th house. The 4th house is all about home. This is where you have Mars retrograde right now. home, feeling grounded, feeling rooted, all of that, right? Taurus energy is, Taurus is a landlord of the second house of resources, right? Things that we value. It's not only money, it's things we value. It's the food we put in our mouth. It's our home. It's the people in our lives. You know, that really is the second house energy. Taurus is ruled by Venus. So I feel like a lot of you guys are going to be very focused on creativity in order to incite some sort of strong foundation for yourself. And you're very, very future-based. Very future focused. Again, Uranus. Boom. Surprise. Something coming in that you're not expecting right now. Some sort of communication is coming in that you're not expecting. So that, my friend, is what I have for you. I hope this was helpful in some way. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.